Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Minimalism Made Simple podcast. My name is Rebecca, and I am the blogger over at minimalismmadesimple.com. I encourage you to head over and check out that website as I have several worksheets and checklists for you to print absolutely for free. So, thank you for tuning in today, and let's get started with today's episode. Hi everyone, thank you again for joining today, and I have some exciting news. So the blog that I mentioned on this podcast, which is minimalismmadesimple.com, has officially reached over 100,000 viewers. So I'm really excited about that. I started it about 4 months ago, back in September of 2019, and I'm happy that people are finding value in the content that is provided on that website. So I just want to thank all my readers, if you're tuning in today, for taking the time to read the information that I provide on there. It really means a lot to me. And please feel free to email me at any time with any information or things that you would love to learn about that I could provide for you in the future. So today's episode is about 12 characteristics of a minimalist person. So people are getting into the minimalist lifestyle as they are getting tired of consumerism and the rat race that exists in the world today. It has now been characterized by what we have and how much we have. The emphasis on relationships has gotten diminished to the point where we now call it the me generation. And keeping up with others has become the standard way to live. But being a minimalistic person can change that. You may be wondering, what is a minimalist person? A minimalist person is not defined by just one thing or one way to live, but I'm just going to discuss, a few common things that defines a minimalist person so you can maybe decide if you would like to become one, or maybe you already are and you don't know it yet. So this type of person is someone who wants to have less material things. They don't want the latest electronic gadget or a new piece of furniture. They are happy with what they have and don't continuously crave more and more, better and better, or bigger things. They want to simplify their lives as much as they can. It's basically a mindset that is being as content with what you have as much as you can and not continuously wanting more and more. To determine if you are a minimalist person, here are 12 common characteristics that minimalists have so you can decide if a minimalist lifestyle is right for you. So let's dive into those 12 characteristics now. Number 1 is you are turned off by American consumerism. You do not want the latest electronic gadget, and you do not want a better car. You aren't interested in keeping up with the Joneses. You only want what you absolutely need, and you understand the difference between needs and wants. That's not to say that you do not want to buy anything, but you are very careful about what you do buy. Number 2 is a cluttered home stresses you out. You want to have as little possessions as possible, and your home does not have things that are of no value. When your home is cluttered and items are left all over the place, you feel stressed out and anxious. You keep your belongings in order and everything has its purpose. You get rid of things you absolutely do not need, and you are conscious of what you do bring inside your home. Number 3 is you want to be even more content with what you have. You are already content with what you have, but you want to strive for everyday contentment. You realize that you do not need more to be peaceful and content. You evaluate what you have and know that you just simply don't need more. You do not need the latest iPhone, and you acknowledge that your current phone serves its purpose fine for you. You see the newest 80-inch smart TVs, and you know that your 42-inch TV works just as well. You want to find contentment in the small and big things in life. Number 4 is you teach your kids the difference between wants and needs. Your children want the latest gadget and toy. They want what their friends have, and they want what they see on TV. You simply explain to them that they get their toys on their birthdays and holidays, and say that a new toy might be nice, but after a short time, it becomes an old toy, and then they will want more. You teach them to value the toys that they do have and to be patient about getting new ones. You explain needs like food, clothing, and shelter, and how it's essential to have those needs met. Toys, electronics, and games are wants, and they are less important to have. They need to know that some desires are acceptable as long as they don't overwhelm their thoughts and minds. Teaching them to be a minimalistic person is important to you. Number 5 is having too busy of a schedule stresses you out. You like to have a quiet and slow-paced life. You don't want to be always on the run. You like to keep a small schedule, and you hate the feeling that there is just not enough time in the day. Keeping a tight, constant schedule fills you with anxiety, and you just want to have that slow-paced life, that life of being unbusy. Number 6 is you hate it when it takes too long to clean up the house. The more stuff that you have, the harder it is to keep it clean and neat. You hate running around trying to keep each thing in its proper place. Keeping fewer items in the house makes your job a whole lot easier, and the less you have, the less you have to pick up after. And this makes you happy. Number 7 is you are willing to go without things. Like I mentioned before, you don't need the newest phone, even if maybe you would like to have it. But of course, you know that you do not need it. You see the latest outfit in the store and you love it, but you think about the clothes in your closet and you know that you do not need it. You know you will be happier to have fewer clothes, which means less laundry and less work. You feel peaceful in your decision not to buy it. Number 8 is that you feel there is never enough time in a day. And also, like I mentioned before, you hate busyness and you want to get your assigned projects done for the day. Having downtime is essential for you, and when there are always things to get done, you feel overwhelmed. You like to be organized and maybe follow a schedule, but you don't like your schedule to be jam-packed with activities to get done. You always want more hours in the day to relax and unwind and to live that slow-paced life. Number 9 is wasting time gets you frustrated. You try to be intentional with your time. You like to get what needs to get done, and you like to spend your time wisely. Wasting time on things that are not important to you gets you very frustrated. Number 10 is you want to make time for meaningful things. Having a lot of things takes up our time. Having to dust those knickknacks and having to move items around takes up extra time. Having a full schedule takes away time. And it takes away time from significant and meaningful things that you need to get done. You value family time more than possessions and endless activities. And making time for meaningful activities makes you happy and content. Number 11 is you live for today. You don't like to linger in the past, and reminiscing does not take up a lot of your time. Living for today includes not keeping too many sentimental things. You do keep essential items, but you leave room for things in the present time. Getting rid of the excess clutter from the past will help you to stay centered on the important stuff now and be the minimalistic person you want to be. Number 12 is you spend less money. By not having everything you want right now, lets you spend less money and save more money. When you decide to have excess things, then you might have less money. Fewer things now puts more money in your pocket because there is less to repair, keep up with, and to clean. You will have more financial freedom, and you will have more money for significant and meaningful things in life. So those are the 11 common characteristics of minimalists. Now, of course, these characteristics are all changeable and don't define everyone, as I mentioned before. Choosing a minimalist lifestyle is always dependent on your own values and needs in life. For those leaving the material, consumer-ridden, and rat race of life, minimalism can bring a strong sense of contentment that you won't find in a materialistic lifestyle. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that thought today. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. And don't forget that you can head on over to my website at minimalismmadesimple.com, and you can find this in written format. It's under 12 characteristics of a minimalist person. You can also download my free printables in my minimalist resource library. So, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.